First year English, lecture number 48, topic Ozymandias, poem number 8. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First class, how are you all beta? I hope you all fine and enjoying a safe and sound health, and I pray to Allah to keep you safe and healthy forever. Ameen summa ameen. Students, welcome to my class, and you know that we are studying our point number 8, that is Ozymandias, and yesterday beta I explained stanza number 1, and I also told you its context and reference as well. And beta in this poem P.B. Shelley, he talks about the importance of art. Okay, as we can say that, as we see in this stanza number 2, let's read it first. Tell that its sculptor, while those passions dead, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look at beta, this stanza, it tells us something very important. But before explaining that, I want to let you know the meanings of the difficult words. And what are they? First word is sculpture. Sculpture mean a person or artist who makes sculptures. ठीक है, जो कि sculptures बनाते हैं, जैसे जो मुजस्समे या ये जो इस तरह की चीज़ें बेटा बनाने वाले को क्या कहते हैं? Sculpture. Well, those passions dead which yet survive. Survive mean they are long lasting, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं remain या stay alive. Okay. Stamp mean imprint, stamped on these, imprint या impress या carve. ठीक है, जो carving की होती है, ठीक है, उसको हम कहते हैं stamp on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them. What is meaning by mock? Mock mean copied. ठीक है, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal. Pedestal mean foot. ठीक है, on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Okay beta, in this stanza we can see that the lines or this stanza, it throws light on the sculpture instead of the sculpture. Mean to say, the poet, he praises the artist who has made the sculpture of the king and who has carved different words, or you can say who have carved words on it. So he is saying that tell that its sculpture, well, those passions dead which yet survive, stand on these lifeless things. Mean to say, he believes that, like John Keats, life is short and art is long. So he admires those hands which have carved the sculpture of the old king. समझाइए बेटा, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. So he, as you know that the king, he has long dead ago, but the sculpture still keeps him alive. As how do we know this king? Through this sculpture. Okay, we don't know the king and he is not alive still, but the sculpture, the art, it has made him alive, and this is only because of that artist who showed all the feelings, all the passions of the king, and all the, you can say, qualities, what how did he look like. So we get an idea from this sculpture that how did the king look like, and what kind of, you can say, contempt and scorn were on his face, and how hard he was, how sweet he was, how cruel he was. So beta, we get this idea from this very sculpture, and this is the success of the artist, that the person whose sculpture is made, he described the sculpture described that person very much. Okay, and on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Beta, what is written on this you can say pedestal? That my name is King. My name is Ozymandias. कि मेरा नाम क्या है? Ozymandias. I am King of Kings. It's mean these words show the pride nature of the king. That it shows that how proud was he because he conquered a vast area of lands, and he was quite mighty and powerful, and all these things, something बेटा that कि जो humbleness होती है, जो ये power है, ये रुपया पैसा, whatever this thing, some people get humbleness, they get humble due to all the blessings, but there are many people who become proud because they think that it is all done to them with their own, you can say, with their own hands or with their own effort. So it was same the case Ozymandias, that he was very proud over his achievements, and this pride is shown very much with a great mastery through this sculpture. Okay beta? Yes, stanza number 3, and it is the last stanza of the poem. Look on my words, yet mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Oh, very pathetic beta. So, what's the poet is saying, that look on my words, yet mighty and despair. Mighty mean powerful, ठीक है बेटा, and despair mean कि बहुत ही जैसे एक मायूसी होती है आपको, ठीक है, उसको हम कहते हैं despair. ओके, nothing beside remains mean रहना, ठीक है, बाकी होना. round the decay mean disintegration या decline. round the decline of that colossal mean बेटा huge, enormous, ठीक है, wreck, destruction, तबाही, boundless, unlimited, endless, ठीक है, and bare, the lone means solitary, isolated, and level, sand, stretch far away. Stretch means spread, extend. Okay beta, these are the similar meanings of the difficult words. So come back to the stanza, that look on my words, yet mighty and despair, nothing beside remains round the decay. Okay beta, first of all, what does the poet want to say? That these are the words of Ozymandias, that look on my words. Now Ozymandias is addressing to us, that look on my words, look at me, yet mighty and desperate. I was so mighty, I was powerful, I conquered a vast land, I had achieved great victories, and I was the conqueror of great lands, and I thought that nobody could rival me. He was so proud of his achievements and believed his achievements would cause everyone to blush. Okay, but if we go to one very important rule of nature, beta वो rule क्या है? Change is the only constant in this universe. ठीक है, everything gets changed. So look at this, yet mighty and despair mean to say his all conquered lands and his all works, which he believed that they would be everlasting and immortal, was no more than ruins. Round the decay beside remain, disappear. और सारी क्या है बेटे? ruins हैं. They are destruction of that colossal wreck. ठीक है, तो क्या है कि बेटा मैंने colossal का बताया है कि colossal statue जो है, ठीक है, colossal mean huge, enormous, of that colossal wreck, of that huge statue of me. It has boundless and bare, the lone and level stands stretched far away. बेटा क्या है कि वो क्या कहना चाह रहा है कि around the closest statue only vast areas of sand stretched far away. Lone and level sand stretched far away mean the vast areas of sand stretched far away. Mean to say, what does he see around him? That there is nothingness. Everything has got leveled by the time. It's mean time is a great leveler, जो कि हर चीज़ को लेवल कर देता है. Everything comes to its end. So don't be proud. Don't feel pride in your works, because everything will come to an end one day. Although the poet admires the artist, that his art has remained the king alive, but still beta, art has it has also an end. It doesn't mean that art will, you can say, stay forever. As you can see, as you can look at the statue of the king, there the time and you can say the atmosphere, the weather, it has shattered that visage, it has shattered that statue of the king, which was made very artistically by its sculpture. जो उसका sculpture था बेटा, उसने उसको बड़े masterly बनाया था. But what happened to this piece of art? That it also has become the part of the destruction. So it's mean that everything, whether it is art, whether it is life, whether it's achievements, pride, scorn, love, hatred, every passion of the persons, it has to meet its end. So it is very important for us beta to understand this reality, that everything in the world, it will go to its end one day, and we shall also have to move towards our end. So beta, the time is ours now. Okay, so utilize this time in a good way as you can. Be positive and be polite, and don't show hatred to anybody, because life is quite short. ठीक है बेटा, I hope you have all understood the poem. And beta, if you feel any problem, you can ask me and I will inshallah explain it again. I will try to remove your you can say problems having this poem. Okay beta, till tomorrow's lecture, stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.